Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Frodren, and as you can see, I am back in Star Trek Online, and today I'm going to be going over the current lockbox ground items. Just the ground items today. My next video will be the space items. So there's a lot of items to get. I do have most of them. That being, I do not have the rifles right now. I wasn't thinking about it, and I ended up selling them. So I don't have any of those right now. They're kind of expensive on the exchange, and I do not have enough right now to get them. I spent too much money already, or energy credits already. I think I've spent, actually I got it here on my phone. I've spent a total of 1,825,300,000 on keys in the exchange. At a total of 146 keys total, because the price of keys kind of fluctuated a bit. Probably could have gotten a little bit more if they stayed down, because normally the keys would be roughly about 12,500,000, but they kind of fluctuate and go up a little bit and then go back down. So yeah, I spent quite a bit of energy credits getting all this stuff. So yeah, I've gotten a lot of, all these boosts to different things like, fleet credit, fleet marks, reputation marks and stuff for R&D. Yeah. And then I got these research and development packs to get some materials out of there. Lithium mining stuff, I've gotten those. I did have a whole stack of the weapon boxes. I opened up some of them, sold some of the weapons. I do have a lot of the space weapons, as well as the space console there, but that'll be for another video. Yeah, I do have most of the stuff equipped. I have at least one of the pistols equipped right now. Again, sorry for not having the rifle. They're, like I said, they're expensive right now. So, but yeah, I'll show off this one, and I'll show off the other pistol I've got. This one is this is a stun pistol, and the other one is, I think it's like a compression bolt pistol. Okay, I'll be comparing that to the one from the low buy store. Yeah, this I like this one. I've been using it for a bit. Oh, there goes my pop filter. Let me fix that. All right, that should stay. All right. We also have the Aetherian kit frame. Now this one's, the bases of it, not that great for the passives. Kit readiness isn't too bad to have. Willpower is all right. But it's like nothing compared to like my green one I have here. This has got a lot more stuff on it, and it's getting covered up. Hold on. So you see it's got a lot more stuff on it. It's a much better one. It's also part of a set. I know if this is from lock boxes, and they don't do sets in lock boxes, so kind of makes a little bit of drawback on that. But the ability on it, it's a passive. It's a passive that will activate when you do something. So bonus damage for all weapons based on range ×2 if Aetherian kit module is used. And then it's got the ranges there. 100. Okay, so plus 6.25% bonus at 20 meters, plus 31.25 bonus at 40 meters. Now I do have all three of the kit modules. Unfortunately, they're not universal. So I got a science one on my science tune. I will go over to a tactical tune for the tactical one and an engineer one for the engineer kit module. Because I can't do it here on this same character. So yeah, this kit module, reverse gravity, does a AoE, a knockback, and a confuse. does 379.8 kinetic damage, 50% shield penetration. After knockback, plus 10 confused for 4 seconds, and a minus 33.3 run speed for 4 seconds. 10% chance to expose target for 8 seconds. And it's got 12.2 second recharge, which actually isn't too bad. So, but yeah, if I use that in combination with this, now since this is like an up close ability, you know, it doesn't really matter where I use it, because I'll automatically get the bonuses for this. So, yeah, the weapon itself right here, you know, it does proton damage. This one's kind of low because it's, you know, it's a pistol and it's a stun pistol, so it's not going to be a lot. But they all have the same, you know, proc chance of 5% chance to proc a crush or protonic crush. And you can see the number there. That kind of varies depending on the weapon you have. It does proton damage per second for 15 seconds. So it scales with the number of enemies, foes affected by this effect. And then obviously we got the same thing down below, but more damage because it's an alt ability or like secondary ability, not alt. But yeah, Protonic Crush can trigger twice when the personal trait at arm's length is activated. So that's our new trait for the ground that we got. I'll go ahead and go over that one. So yeah, this is a AoE slow aura plus repel close foes away when attacking. So while this trait is slotted, you emit a constant slowing aura around you. If you attack a foe that's close to you, you repel the foe away with each hit. Repelling foes has a 5% chance of causing a protonic crush, which becomes stronger based on the number of targets around you, which are affected. So passively slows 3 nearby foes in a 6-meter radius by 20%. If the foe is less than 6 meters away, ranged attack repels by 2 meters once every 3 seconds. So we'll go ahead and see that when that activates. So yeah, let's go ahead and actually go out and start firing upon these enemies and see what actually happens. So start with the basic attack on here. All right, you can see this fires pretty quick. It's actually not that bad. All right, let's go ahead and use our secondary ability. A little bit of charge up there, a little bit of a cooldown time. Be able to take them out in 2 hits, which isn't too bad. Try that again. All right. That one did a lot more damage, and they're taking like dot damage right there. I think they might have been under Protonic Crush. Just didn't get visual. All right. Let's just start doing the regular attacks here. See if we get another one of those Protonic Crushes to go off. Oh. They're immune. Hold on. It's kind of hard to tell when the Protonic Crush goes off. You can tell though, when I get near them, you can see them getting slowed. They have the, okay. People out here just destroying the board. There's quite a few of them here. Ooh, I can use my ability. Guy throws them up in the air. You see they all got slowed right there. Little triangles under them mean they got slowed. Yeah, I want to try to get the Protonic Crush to go off. You can see it. Let's go up here. So you only have 5% chance, so it's not really, yeah. I can use my kit ability there. Oh, they're adapted. All right, so there's really no like visual for the protonic crunch or what? I could have sworn there's a visual for it. So doesn't this do that basically? Let me oh. Remodulate again. Because when that's what the thing was, the visual for it is supposed to be. Huh. I'm not getting any visual. Well, it says they're under protonic crush. I mean, they're taking dot damage, so I guess there's no visual for it for the weapons. All right. So it's just basically like a plasma damage, dot damage. All right. Let's go ahead and show off. Let's see. Actually, what was it? Let's go ahead and look at our trait. So whenever while this trait is slotted, okay, slowed. Was it through this I was thinking of? Or no, actually it's my kit thing. So whenever I use a kit ability, my damage should go up. All right. So, all right, let's hover over this. Okay, we got 68.6. Use that. So my ability, my damage should go up, but it didn't. All right. It doesn't make any sense. Because according to the thing, if I use a kit ability that's part of this, that's what that is, my damage should go up for weapon damage, but it's not. So I don't know if it's a visual bug or if it's just not doing it at all. So let me try that again. Maybe I have to actually hit them. Yeah, no, it's not going up. That's weird. You have to remodulate. Oh. All right, let's try that again. Should be a group of Borg over here somewhere. There's so many people now. There wasn't as many people on when I first got on. All right. I just basically just kills them one shots. All right. Get some tougher Borg here. Use you back here. Let's go to. Oh no. Why are there so many people on? It's never like this. Yeah, it's not. Damage is not going up. That's what I figured it would do. It'd go up once you do that. I don't know. I guess not. All right. So it's either a physical bug or a visual bug. All right. Let's go ahead and run away here. Oh, I forgot to show off these guys too. They're pretty nice looking. Supposed to do, yeah, go after enemies. I don't know why they're going after these guys, because they're in stasis. All right, well, I mean, that's pretty much it, though, really, to be honest. Not a lot of, you know, wow factor with some of this. I mean, this ability is nice. You can get a lot of enemies off you really quick. You throw them up in the air. The weapons themselves aren't too bad. I'd probably stick with this, or maybe go with the rifle. Unless, well, I mean, if you upgrade the pistol, it's probably really good. But I think the secondary ability on this one is really nice. It just kind of sucks it's not part of a set with the armor piece. So, but yeah, let's go ahead. I'll move on to the tactical kit next. So I'll be back on my tactical tune. All right, so I'm on my tactical tune, and here's the ability, or the kit module: Empowered Blast, Proton Damage Beam. So after 2 seconds of charge time, does a 823 proton damage to up to 6 foes, or 8 foes, in a cylinder. Applies plus 12 repel. It's got a 9.1 second recharge time. So let's go ahead and check it out. Hopefully there's less people on. Hold on, actually, let me check. It says there's only 5 people in here, so hopefully it's not too bad. All right, so there's a big group of Borg up here. Let me go ahead and use it on them. Ooh, okay. So it's like, it's like a, oh, let me see if I can get like a big row here. Hold on. Oh, that is nice. Let me see if I can get that from like a side view, or maybe a top view. Okay, so it's like a big old beam that you shoot. All right, that's pretty cool. It's like straight ahead. Oh, it just missed that guy in the back, so I don't know if it would have hit him or not. I don't know what the range is on this. Let me see if I can hit him from back here. All right, does less damage as it goes out. Makes sense. Go ahead and do it one more time here. That is pretty cool. I like that ability. Yeah. Again, I wish all these were like universal instead of dependent on your career choice, but all right. So let's go ahead and go to my engineering character next for the engineering one. All right, so I'm on my engineering character, and this ability is a pet ability. Gleaming the Cube spawns an Aetherian cube which fights by your side for 60 seconds. So it's kind of like the oh, we'll go ahead and spawn it here. Oh, it's one of the big ones. Okay. Oh, there it goes. So these little abilities, they're really nice. I believe that, yeah, picks them up. Probably debuffs them too. Hold on, let me see what it does. Oh, all right. They're just dying. It's a good pet. I like it. Again, I wish these were universal. Gravimetric hold. All right, so they adapt to it though. They're Borg, so yeah. Does he actually move when I move? Or he just kind of sit there? I mean, he's attacking over there. He's got some range on for his attack. He also does like a bit of a beam attack too, which is pretty nice. Oh man, he's gone. But here we go. Get him back up. See what he tries to do. All right, he's gonna fire on them, and then I guess he's kind of go random, or I don't know if these are really like specifically going towards them or not. That's pretty cool though. He's able to take out the Borg, but it takes some time. Yeah, it's not too bad. I do love the look of it, the green and stuff. So, yeah. I'll quickly go back over to my main character, and I'll be right back. All right. So, kind of in summary, these abilities aren't too bad. I do prefer the pet ability for the engineer when it comes to the kit modules. The kit itself could be better. And like I said, I couldn't see any visual difference for the damage being done. At least it didn't show up down here that had increased damage when that procced. So I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, the weapons aren't too bad. I don't have to get myself one of the rifles. In comparison to like the low-buy weapon, I think the low-buy weapon is probably better than the pistols at least. So I'll have to figure out for the rifles. And I do wish, they made these universal. Again, it would make so much more sense because, I want those pets on my science character here because it'd also go pretty well with having the two pets you can summon from this. They go hand in hand. They're Aetherian. So, yeah. Let me know what you think of, every individual thing here. Are any of them worth it to you? Leave a like, comment, and all that good stuff down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.